Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all to Karam National Model School. These are the online videos of your social studies subject. Hi, I'm your teacher, Mr. Sachin. I'm going to be teaching class 4 social studies. So let's start. In this video series, as you know, we are learning about the coastal plains and islands of our India. These two are the separate physical divisions. So we are learning here the coastal plains as well as the islands. So in previous video, if you see the QR code, if you have observed the QR code, there you can see the eastern coastal plains, some specifications, some features of the eastern coastal plains, and the you can say the extent or location of the eastern coastal plains. We have seen that. Now in this video we are going to learn the western coastal plains. So let's start with this. Let's start with the western coastal plains. As you can see clearly on the map here, the western coastal plains lies on the west side. Let me highlight this properly so that you'll be able to see this is where towards the west side you are having the western coastal plains here. Okay, it is actually a narrow strip which lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Okay, so this narrow strip which is running from north to south, that is from the Gujarat coast. Okay, that is from the Gujarat coast up to the Tamil Nadu here, or you can say at the bottom in the Kerala, and where the Kerala and Tamil Nadu meet together. So up to that point, the western coastal plains are running. This lies between the Western Ghats. As you can clearly see here, the Western Ghats is mentioned in the yes towards the east side. Yes, it is written here. Here you are having. I will draw just the mountain-like structures here. Okay, so in between the Western Ghats, right? In between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, the Western coastal plains lies. Right? What is the location? It starts from the Gujarat coast up to the Kerala coast. In between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, there is a narrow strip of plain land that will be called as the Western Coastal Plains. As the name suggests, it lies on the western side. Now, let's see some of the features of the western coastal plains, or we can say there are also some local names given for the western coastal plains. You can see here these are also divided. Okay, these are also divided into, or you can say yes, these are also divided due to some regional names. These western coastal plains that I have marked on the west side here, okay, these are also having some regional names. It is said that it gets divided into many parts, but actually it doesn't get divided. You are having just some regional names for this region, that is for the western coastal plains. So these are referred, or these are the names which you can see or while referring while seeing the western Ghats or the western coastal plains. These names have been used. So which are those names you can see here clearly? This western coastal plains, it gets divided into Gujarat coastal plains. This one is the first and northernmost division. The second one is the Konkan coast that lies mostly in Maharashtra. Third one is the Kannada coast or Kannada coast that lies in the mostly the Karnataka state, and the fourth one is the Malabar coast, which lies towards the southernmost part, that is in the Kerala region. So these are some of the important divisions of the western coastal plains. As you can see, it starts from the Gujarat, okay, up to the Kerala in the south. What is the location of the western coastal plains? It lies from Gujarat, sorry, it starts from Gujarat, that is here somewhere, and it runs up to the Kerala state. So this much length this western coastal plain is having. As you have already said that this western coastal plain is narrower plain. You can say it is a narrow plain. That is the width, or you can say the these are not as broad as the eastern coastal plains. So the width varies between 50 to 80 kilometers, not more than 100 kilometer anywhere. Anywhere if you go in this western coastal plains, it is not going beyond 80 kilometer or not beyond at least 100 kilometer. It could be up to 100 kilometer approximately, but not beyond that. These are the western coastal plains. These are near about 50 kilometer to 80 kilometer wide, and it gets divided into four different divisions, you can say, or it is having four different regional names also. Okay, so let's see some of the more features of the western coastal plains. Yes, these western coastal plains are also having numerous rivers, but none of the river makes the delta here. The rivers flowing here, actually they flow very fast, or you can say these rivers on the western coastal plains, they flow very swiftly, and due to that, they are not making any deltas or any such regions here. You are having some another features here, another features of the western coastal plains. But before that, you may be interested that why do the western coastal plains or the rivers which are flowing on the western coastal plains, why this may be flowing very swiftly or why very fast? Why these rivers are flowing very fast? Let's see here. The answer is in front of you. Yes, immediately after the Western Ghats, you are having the Western Ghats. When the rivers which are flowing on this Western Ghats, immediately they enter the plain region. So due to that, as you are having mountains closely there, so due to that, you are having the rivers flowing very swiftly there. Okay, there are some other features too of the Western coastal plains. It is also having some indented coastline. That is, you can see here on the board here that this indented means it is having a bent type of coastline all over the western coastal plains. You are having bent type of coastlines. Okay, so these were the coastal plains, that is the western coastal plains as well as eastern coastal plains. So we will stop here. In next video, we would be coming with the islands, two group of islands we are going to learn. Till then, bye everyone. Have a nice day.